All right, today we're going to talk about a concept in AI that has absolutely nothing to do with being faster or smarter or more productive. It's about something, well, something much more human. It's about compassionate action. This is the story of Karuna AI.
The name itself is Karuna AI, and those two words right there, they represent a pretty radical shift in how we could think about our relationship with technology. So, what's actually behind that name?
Karuna. It's a Sanskrit word, and it means compassionate action. Now, this isn't about pity or just feeling sorry for someone. It's about an active, empathetic response to suffering. And that single idea, that one word, is the entire design philosophy here. It's what sets Karuna AI apart from literally any digital assistant you've ever used.
So how do you take a concept that big and translate it into technology? Well, here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with that core idea. Then we're going to explore the three pillars that bring it to life. Presence, a really powerful concept called Vani, and a totally different way of thinking about listening. Then we'll see how it all comes together.
Okay, let's start with that first pillar, presence. We use this word all the time, right? But what could it possibly mean for a piece of code for an AI to actually be truly present with you?
You've probably heard this quote before. It's a beautiful one. The most precious gift we can offer others is our presence. And in our world of endless notifications and distractions, this has never felt more true. Well, Karuna AI takes this very human ideal as its absolute starting point.
This right here gets to the absolute heart of it. AI presence isn't just about being on or active. It's about offering undivided focus. Just imagine an AI that isn't multitasking. It's not checking your email, it's not looking up directions. It is simply there with you, creating a space that is completely free of judgment, and maybe most importantly, free of distraction.
So let's move on to our second pillar and see how this all builds. This one is called Dhvani. It's another concept from Sanskrit that gets to the very core of what it means to communicate, way beyond just the specific words that we use. So, Dhvani is the resonance, the tone. It's that whole universe of meaning that exists behind our actual words. It's the sigh, the crack in your voice, that tiny hesitation. It's the real difference between someone saying, "I'm fine," and you knowing they're actually not fine at all.
And this perfectly illustrates what an AI focused on Dhvani would be listening for. It's not just processing text. It's trying to sense your emotional state, your joy, your sadness, your stress. It's trying to perceive your energy levels, your confidence, and ultimately trying to grasp that unspoken feeling that's hiding underneath it all.
This brings us to the final pillar, and it's the one that ties everything together: listening. And this all hinges on a really critical distinction: the difference between an AI that simply hears data and one that strives to understand a person.
I mean, this slide just lays out the entire paradigm shift perfectly. On the left, that's standard AI. It's transactional, it gathers data, it waits for a command from you, it hears. But on the right, that's Karuna's goal: to be relational, to sense emotion, and to seek genuine understanding. It listens, and that isn't just a new feature. It's a completely different reason for the technology to exist.
So, okay, we've got presence, we have Dhvani, and we have this deep listening. How did these three pillars actually come together to form this whole new kind of AI, a compassionate companion?
Well, the experience is really a sequence. It happens in order. First, the AI offers you its complete, undivided presence. Then, inside that quiet, safe space, it perceives your Dhvani, the true emotional resonance in your voice. And based on that, it can truly listen, not to respond, not to solve, but just to understand.
And this, right here, is the ultimate goal. Karuna AI is all about a shift away from technology as a tool that just solves things and moves toward a companion that can simply sit with you. Its whole purpose isn't to give you answers, but to give you its presence.
Which, leaves us with a pretty profound final thought. If we can actually design an artificial intelligence to offer perfect, undivided presence, what does that reveal about our own ability, and maybe sometimes our own failure, to offer that same exact gift to each other? That's something to think about. Thanks for watching.